Let's see, let me. So I gotta make some money. Hey, bro, I don't need a bed, bro. I'm forever young. I would need what a bed. Hey, what you think that means? Since I ain't got a bed, what you think that means? I'm out of water. I'm about to drink some water. I beg. I'm about to still get that notification. Where you been at, man? What's up, man, nigga? What's up, bro? Hey, you been on your shit? You been on your shit, man? I mean, shit, man. Been taking care of business, bro. Going to school. I go to school, bro. What's up with you? Hey, hey. Like, I bet that. I'm gonna come check you out, man. You working. Might as well play football next year. I think that's your last year. Might as well hop on that field, bro. Or join wrestling. Hey, I think for you, bro, when you get out of school, you should get you should either go to college and major in education, or you should get you a job, or get you a trade, or get you a job working with kids, bro. Cause you got the personality for it, bro. You gonna be a great fucking teacher. I could tell. Matter of fact, finished college 7 years ago. Huh? You 9. You in high school. I'm putting you on blast. Thought you was in high school, bro. Thought you was in high school. He saying, damn. How old is you, fool? How old is you, bro? John Jay College, law enforcement. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Hell yeah. We need some good officers out here. Cause these jumps out here nowadays, boy. These jumps out here nowadays, fool. Ain't it, bro? I be trying to tell the youngest, like, you know what I'm saying? Go be a police officer. Go be a crossing guard. Go be a detective. Go be on the SWAT. For hot boxing as a cop. Can you? I thought I'm pulled over, but I think you still might gotta hop out. I don't even know. I know you can't drive and do it. I was just doing that. Fuck it, I was just doing that. I stay doing that. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it no more. It's just too addicted. Uh-oh, Brody in here. Brody in this jump. Hey, real one in this. All real in this jump. Oh man. For ya, same thing, different day. Yeah. You know what type time it is, man. Waiting for that order, man. Working, man. With the dead tags. But I just ordered my new tags. Payday. Got some money. Ain't broke no more. Feel me? About to probably pay some bills. I'm trying to wait till Thursday, but gotta stay low key if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that shit gonna get paid this week. Can't really buy shit because I'm trying to save this money. I'm gonna take myself on a date though. Definitely take myself on a date. Small steps. Get paid next week. I probably fix my bike and ride that junk, ride all that old ass gas out or run it out. Then right when it get at the bottom, pull up right to the gas station. Yep. Crank right to the gas station. Get that junk right. Ride to see how it run. See if that jump, if the handlebars get shaky when I go at top speeds. Go take that jump mechanic. They do it, bro. Just work it. How you? Shit. Sorry, man. But Isabella, right? So she was in love with Mario, and they grew up together. They went to high school. Matter of fact, they met in middle school, and Mario was crazy about her ever since the 7th grade. He started to kind of like her towards the end of 6th grade. So when 7th grade came, Isabella came back to school, and this dude named Jeffrey started talking to Isabella, but Mario still had the same feelings. He was thinking about her all summer. Came back 7th grade. Isabella head was pink now, and she got a little bit taller. So he like, wow, Mario going crazy. But this guy named Jeffrey, new student, on the first day, started talking to Isabella. Walked with her to get her new textbooks. Huh? How you doing? Hold on. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Do you mind moving to another spot so that our UPS driver can pull up?
For sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. It's like that. Be respectful. It's like that. This is my little spot though. It's this is my little spot though. It's alright though. That's it. This is my little spot though. Why gotta go there? So Jeffrey wound up becoming friends with Isabella, right? But Isabella was focused on her school. Was focused on the books. She ain't really looking for too much. Jeffrey peeped this as he, you know what I'm saying, had a conversation with Isabella on the playground. So Jeffrey play his cards right. He'll never make his move. He just be nice every day. Whenever he can sit with Isabella, like on Wednesdays when she don't sit with her friends, he makes sure he right there. So Mario, he just observing, you know, he a little feeling some type of way because he started liking her first, and Jeffrey knew. But you know what I'm saying? He see that Jeffrey off the first day he seen Isabella, you know what I'm saying, start working his motion. So Jeffrey, he never got too upset. He kind of started talking to this girl named Jackie. Jackie, she ain't as tall as Isabella, but she pretty to Mario too. But Mario, he really got feelings for Isabella for real. He just like find out he crazy about it. So Jeffrey played on the middle school boys basketball team when the season started from what December to March. I mean February. He always coming. He did well. He was pretty good. Isabella even came to see him play. Mario played on the team too, but he didn't stop. You know, Jeffrey a little bit taller, the new kid. So what worked out in Mario's favor was that Jeffrey went to school, to a prep school for high school, but he wound up still talking to Isabella serious. right? Mario with the other girl, he don't really want to stay committed to her. So Mario, the other girl, and Isabella still go to the school, but Jeffrey still like talking to Isabella. He just go to the prep school. So they graduate 8th grade. Jeffrey come back to the school, take Isabella to the prom. They still just friends though because Isabella is focused. Take her to the prom though. Mario goes to the prom. He don't take the other girl. He goes solo. But when he get there, he finally get to have a conversation with Isabella at the punch bowl. At the punch bowl. He like, wow, Isabella, you look stellar. You know? He like, honestly, is Jeffrey like your boyfriend or you like him? Isabella says, well, he's really nice. He is handsome. Um, he always showed me courtesy. But you know, I'm focused on school. But she hopes to one day be Jeffrey's girl. So Jeffrey, he stays persistent. Isabella finally allowed to go on dates or, hang out with friends, nothing too serious. So Jeffrey, right before the summer ends, takes Isabella to the movies downtown. They meet at the bus bay and they walk to the movie theater. Mario just comes from the library downtown and sees this. Just checked out a new book. So he was so um having much feelings that he dropped his book and he didn't notice because his book bag was open. So all he's thinking about is how this guy Jeffrey, you know what I'm saying, kind of went on his swing. So he sees, he like, wow, I can't even lie. Isabella still look beautiful. Her hair still pink. She wearing makeup this time, no lipstick. She got on a nice outfit, new purple shoes. Mario gets home, thinks about how he's seen them two together, goes in his book bag and realizes he doesn't have his book. So, they at the movie theater. He go back. He go back to he goes back to the movie theater. He goes back downtown to get his book right before the library closed. And he sees Isabella when he's walking after he get his book at the bus barn, waiting for the bus. Jeffrey already got on his, so she all alone. So he goes over there, talks to her. He says, dang, Isabella, you look very nice today. And they about to go to 9th grade. They going to the same school. He just tell her, like, honestly, I always picked up feelings for you ever since the end of 7th grade. And I see, like, you was downtown with Jeffrey. How was y'all? How was y'all little outing? She tells him about the movie, about the snacks they got, says it's good. So Mario asks her, well, can maybe one day we go to the movies or maybe we go to the arcade as friends? So Isabella, she's hesitant because Mario would just express his feelings. she still ain't doing the dating or being with nobody, even if she like him, and she still has to consider her feelings that she developed for Jeffrey. So she says, "I'll think about it. I'll see you at school on August 26th, first day." Mario says, "Definitely. I came down here to get this book. When I finish it, I'm gonna give it to you." "Sup, man?" She says, "Okay. I'd like to check it out." So, all right, I'll make sure I give it to you and I finish reading it. Jeffrey don't go to their school, so now it's just Mario and Isabella and the other girl. Mario's still friends with her. Oh, no, he ain't in this story. So ninth grade, first day, he comes there, he meets Jackie, they get on the bus, go to school. Isabella walking into the school. He says, "Hold on, Jackie. Let me go right here real quick. Can you wait for me at first period?" And he goes up to Isabella. But Isabella, he catches up to her. She goes to the bathroom. So Mario like, dang, it's 5 minutes left. He gotta go to class. He goes to class. Guess who walks in right after him? Isabella. So he's like, "Oh, I got first period. I got a class with Isabella." So he waits to the end of class. He sit beside Jackie. Isabella sit right in front of Mario. So boom. After class, he meets he goes and links with Isabella real quick before second period. I said, "Hey Isabella, at lunchtime when I see you," since they had the same lunch period, because they got first period together. He said, "I got the book. I'd like to summarize it for you and give it to you and just tell you the things I liked about it. If you still interested in reading it, just introduce you to it and I'll give it to you." Like, "What kind of medicine, bro?" "Yeah, I'm prescribed some. I take it whenever I want. I really don't take it though. And I got other medicine for my health." So he sees her. Lunch land. They get their food. They go sit. It's the first time Mario ever got a chance to be personal and sit at lunch with Isabella ever since middle school. Finally. No Jeffrey. But Isabella still talks to Jeffrey. But Jeffrey goes to a good high school now for basketball. He goes to one of the Catholic schools. So he takes out the book. They eat and talk about it. They talk about the summer. They talk about their goals for school this year. By the time they finish, it's 15-minute outside recess time. Isabella says, "Thank you, Mario, for the book. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in the gym and read it." Mario says, "No question, Isabella. I'm gonna go outside and play basketball on the court." So they finish out the day. They all at the bus stop. Mario just chilling, joking with Jackie. Isabella comes right before the bus comes and tells Mario, say, "Hey Jackie, hey Mario, hey Mario, this is a great book. I'm really into nonfiction. I read a couple pages during recess on the slide, and it's very interesting. You was right about the main character." Mario's Mario's ecstatic now. So he says, "It was my pleasure, and you could keep the book because I paid for it. And maybe when you finish, you could let me know what your thoughts was." About 2 weeks later, Mario don't really cross paths, but he always sit the first period behind Isabella and next to Jackie every day. So at lunch again, 2 weeks later, Isabella comes up to Mario. He with Jackie, and she says, "Y'all want to sit at my table, Mario?" And I got a surprise for you. So he hands her two books. They all sitting there eating their food, talking. Say, this is the surprise. Say, what's this? I only gave you this one. She says, yeah, this is another book that I had finished over the summer that I had got from the library. I want you to read it since you gave me one too. And also, here's your book back. Mario slides the top book back. Says, Isabella, you keep it. It was my pleasure. I'm going to read the book you gave me. She says, okay, I give it to you back. Tell you all about it. When I finish, what you doing for recess? Says, now I'm going to the gym just to draw in my drawing book. I'm working on some designs because I want to go to art school during the summer. He says, okay, cool. Can I sit with you on the bleachers? He says, sure. Jackie says, I leave out to it. I'm going to go to the library since I got all these nice texts to exchange. Maybe I could join y'all. Mario says, I mean, you want us to come with you? She says, no, it's okay. Jackie liked it, Mario, but she already knew. She was already Mario friend. She already knew that Mario liked it, Isabella. So she falls back. She's still head over heels about Mario, but she already knows that Mario thinks she's beautiful, but he don't really take interest because he still likes Isabella. And she knows that Isabella talks to Jeffrey still, and he goes to the Catholic prep school for basketball. So they go and chill for recess for the 15 minutes. He just watches her draw. He say, wow, even what you create is beautiful. She says, huh? He says, nothing. I just like your drawings. That's really cool. You like to draw. You like to draw eyes and facial features. She says, yeah, kind of want to go to art school for this. Says, I think you should do it. So, uh, they go to class, finish out school. Hey, about 3 weeks later, Mario hands her back the book he gave him. She gave him. And it says, wow, Isabella, I ain't know you had such taste in literature. This book was amazing. I can't believe you read it though, because it's not nonfiction, but it definitely has a lot of interesting parts and a interesting storyline. I really thank you for considering me to read this book. She says, sure, no problem. He says, so Isabella, what about us going out, having fun at the arcade? Have you thought about it? She says, I'll tell you tomorrow and get back to you. Says, okay, because if you want to, I got a gift card there. We could go and play 30 games for free. And then afterwards, we could go get slushies. Or we could go get snow cones. She says, okay, I'll tell you tomorrow. So Mario, nervous, he told Jackie that he finally asked Isabella to go have some fun. He asked Jackie if she want to come. She said, sure. If Isabella goes, I'll go. Well, actually, if she don't go, I'll go. So Isabella comes the next day, sees Mario in first period, turns around and says, Mario, I'll come with you as a friend to the arcade. It just have to be on Sunday after church. Is that okay? He says, yes, definitely. I'll tell Jackie because she says she'll come and we can all go to the arcade and have fun. Isabella says, Is it okay if Jeffrey comes then? Boom. Mario takes a pause, takes a deep breath in. He's infuriated, really. He says, sure, let's all go and have fun. So they all link up downtown at the bus bay. They wait an extra 20 minutes because Jackie's running late. And she finally gets there. They walk. They walk to the arcade. They all get to play the games. They having fun. Jeffrey play Mario and air hockey, while Jackie and Isabella go to while Jackie and Isabella go and play the Barbie game. They playing all the games, air hockey, the fun slide, fighting games, the racing games. They come back. Jeffrey has a little conversation with Mario during this time. He says, "Hey man, how you feel about Isabella?" She says, he says, Jeffrey says, honestly, man, I really like Isabella. She's very nice. But at my new school, it's all boys, but right across the street is a girls' school. And I seen this girl, and I've been talking to her ever since the first day of school every day, taking a bus with her home after school. Mario is ecstatic now. He says, wow, really? He says, yeah. And I'm thinking about asking her to be my girlfriend because I know she likes me and I really think she's beautiful. So Mario says, you ain't gonna give Isabella a chance, one last chance. Says, honestly, I don't want to ruin what she has going on. She's doing well in school. She really has her head on straight. She's very nice. I think it'd be better off if I just stay her friend and allow her to continue to grow. Mario says, man, you are a good guy. I was mad at you because I had started liking Isabella before you came to the middle school. And from the first day at eighth grade, you was treating her nice. Minnie said, I appreciate that. Says, yeah, I know, Mario. I know. I could kind of tell, everybody was talking about that you liked her. And it wasn't no shade to you. It's just that Isabella was there for me at a time when my parents had got divorced. And she was always nice to me and made me have a purpose to want to come to school and pursue basketball. So I understand that, man. I hope everything works out. So now Mario and Jeffrey kind of get closer and become friends. Isabella doesn't know this. Jackie doesn't know this. Jackie even starts developing feelings for Jeffrey from them having that time at the arcade, but she know it'll never be nothing serious because Jeffrey don't go to the school that they all go to. He goes to the Catholic prep school for basketball. So Isabella comes back on Tuesday. She was out Monday because she had a doctor's appointment. Mario and Jackie wondering like, where's Isabella? They don't really think too much of it. She comes back, tells them at lunchtime that she had a doctor's appointment and that her and Jeffrey now are boyfriend and girlfriend. Mario says, what? And Mario loses control. He said, but I thought he was talking to that girl that went to his new school right across the street at the all-girls school. She says, well, yeah, he told me about that. But he told me that he had a conversation with you at the arcade and you told him that he should really try to get with me and see if maybe we could, you know, try to be together and work things out. Mario just sitting there looking at her. He says, honestly, you wasn't scared to mess up your friendship? She says no, because she still focused on her school, so she don't really take too heavy if it doesn't work out with them on that. She just took a chance because her parents finally said she could start kind of dating, since she's doing well in school. She got all A's. So Mario says, well, I wish y'all the best. Um, and I hope that y'all could, me and you could continue still being friends. She says, definitely. So the year goes by. Mario kind of falls back. He speaks to Isabella every day when he sees her in first period, but he don't hang with her no more during lunch. They did one or two times, but Jackie was there. He don't go with her to recess. The year is over. Jackie says, I got into the art school for the summer. On the last day when they ride the bus to Mario and Jackie, they all ride the bus together. They say, y'all want to go for ice cream? They go for ice cream. Jeffrey's back from the Catholic school. He comes in and sees them walking past the ice cream shop. He comes inside because Isabella is a girl. He says hello to everybody. He asks, can I join you all? Mario says, yeah. All of them say, yeah. And Mario gets up and he says, come on, bro, let me go buy you some ice cream. Get whatever you want. Jeffrey goes up there to the counter with Mario, take a couple samples. Mario says, man, I always get vanilla ice cream with a waffle cone bowl, but I think I just tried this red velvet. I think I'm gonna get that with the cupcake cone. So Mario says, I got you, man. Gets Jeffrey the cone. Jeffrey comes and sits down with him. They all have fun. Talk about the year, the funny math teacher, what they doing for the summer. Isabella drops a bomb. She drops a bomb. She says the art school is a filter school to a prestigious art school. And if she goes there and she does well for the summer, she'll get a scholarship and it can help her for college. And she'll go to college early if she finishes the 2 year at the art school because you get extra credits for doing a specialty. And she'll get a scholarship to the filter schools if she chooses to go to them that she gets through the art school for the summer. I mean the art school for the summer and for the school that she regularly attends. So Mario's like, wow, I ain't never gonna see you again. Cause I took a look at your sketchbook and there's no way that you ain't gonna make it. So boom, they go through the summer. Mario doesn't see Isabella the whole summer. He only sees Jackie one or two times. He took up a little summer job sweeping at the ice cream shop. So they come on the first day of school. Mario, he finally sees Jackie. He says, hey friend, how was the summer? You never came and got some ice cream? She said, nah, I did, Mario, and I heard you was working there, but I never seen you. Always come at night. I asked the manager about you. They told me you always leave at 5 o'clock to go do soccer. and to go to the library from some time to time. He says, "Oh wow, you was coming at nighttime for night ice." So he says, "Yeah, besides working and soccer and going to the library, I really didn't do much. I didn't go to the amusement park. My parents didn't take me out this summer because they were very busy, and my brother had to prepare to go to college, so he didn't do much." So she says, "Yeah, well, you ready for school this year?" Mario says, "Honestly, if Isabella isn't in in our first period again this year, I don't know how I'm gonna make it." So Isabella doesn't come to his first period. Says, "Well, yeah, maybe the schedule changes. Doesn't come to second period. Doesn't see her in the hallway. Goes to third period. Gets out. Goes to lunch. He goes early just to see if she'll be there. She does. She's nowhere. He asks around, hey, y'all seen Isabella?" Some people saying, "Who is that?" "Oh, the girl with the pink hair." She's like, "Nah, we heard she goes to the. My cousin told me goes to the college prep. I mean the art prep school." I said, "Oh wow." I said, "Yeah, and uh, she went to the 10th. She said she went to the 10th grade. Um, the 10th grade back to school night with that guy named Jeffrey." He says, "Wow." Oh man. So Mario finishes out high school. Isabella gets prestige salutatorian from the art school. She goes to the top art college while Mario is in the 12th grade. She's a freshman at the top art school in the town across across the river. So is Jeffrey. He finishing out his last year. So they finish out. Mario winds up taking Jackie to prom. Jeffrey winds up taking Isabella to prom. They see all the pictures and stuff on social media. They're like, wow. They go to the IHOP after. Mario's there with Jackie. Jeffrey's there with Isabella. They see each other. They eat. They wave each other. Say, "Hey, man, we all look good." They all eat separately, but then when they done eating, somehow they finish at the same time. When they get outside the restaurant, they all sit out there and say, "Wow, isn't this deja vu?" So I asked Jeffrey, "Hey man, how was your last year of basketball?" He said, "Man, I got MVP. We went to the championship and we won. Now I got a ranking. I gotta choose which school I'm about to go to." Mario says, "That's amazing, man. You were always good at basketball." They asked Isabella how was college, her first year. She says, "Honestly, it was different. It was kind of strange being all on my own, and I'm much younger than all the other kids, but it was fun." And she never had this much fun doing art in her life. She did a collaboration project, and they used her idea, and she had a team of students to work on it with her, and they would go and meet the professor on the weekends just for his opinion. Said next year it's gonna get more intense, but she feels ready. Say Mario, how about you? You still getting on that literature? What college have you decided? Did you decide to go to? He tells him, says, "Yeah, I'm going away to Florida with Jackie." Boom. Isabella feels it. She says, "Wow, like dang, probably never see y'all again." And then I'ma just be here with Jeffrey. She can't go to the same school as Jeffrey because Jeffrey might also go away, but she gonna stay in touch with him. But she never quite exchanged information with Mario. So Isabella takes it upon herself to exchange information with Jackie. So this is the cue. Mario doesn't think nothing at first, but then he thinks about it. He says, "Wow, I could tell Isabella is doing this to stay in touch with me. Because remember, before Jackie and Jeffrey, it was just Isabella and Mario." So he says, "That's cool." They leave after they finish their last conversation. So we wish everybody the best. We gonna do good. August comes. Isabella and Jeffrey still stay together. They spend the whole summer together because they know that Jeffrey's about to go away. Mario spends the whole summer with Jackie. Always meets her after work. She walks up to the ice cream shop. He works there now. And she comes there. He brings her her favorite ice cream every day after work. And they go and hang out. So they ready. They help each other prepare to go away to Florida. They go out there. They say, "Wow, this campus is beautiful." Say, "We gonna have fun." Soon as they get there, Isabella calls. She's with Jeffrey because he still didn't go off to school yet. She said, "Did y'all get there safe? How was y'all flight? How was y'all travel?" They say, "Isabella, how did you know that we just got here?" Said, "I seen you all leave. I seen you all riding through town to the airport. So I just guessed that y'all would be there by now." Like, y'all just got to the campus? They're like, "Yeah, we just got here. We still got our suitcases and clothes and all that. We about to go find our dorms. We gonna go to Mario's first, put his stuff up, meet his roommate. Then we're gonna go to mine. And hopefully my roommate's still there. Then after that, we're gonna go to the dean's office, get our class schedules, see what books we need to go get. Then we're gonna go get some pizza and just walk around campus and see what's out there. Just say, okay, we wish y'all the best. Uh, call back tomorrow. Jeffrey's going off to college to New York to play basketball, and I'm going back for my second year of art school. So I'm gonna miss everybody. So we're gonna miss y'all too. So boom, they didn't call the next day. Um, that night they couldn't get pizza because they went to sleep. They was tired from the flight, and Mario woke up in time, but he kept calling Jackie. She was still asleep. So with them Cotties, hey, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down. Them Cotties. I'm trying, I'm gonna get some Cotties or some Chrome Hearts. But you know what? I think I might just chill, just get some Ray-Bans. Like, that's what we came up on, Ray-Bans. So, or some Oakley, shades. I like them Oakley 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 shades. So Isabella calls about 2 weeks later, checks in, tells him how Jeffrey did, how he moved in nice, how he likes the campus. Says that college is going great for her too. She has a project coming up. She kind of wants to include the experiences of all of them in their life in town because it's an origin art project. And if it's okay if they all send photos of them together, and Jeffrey's going to send a photo of them, of him, and she's going to put it all in a collage and create a nice background around it. So they say, yeah, sure. She says, okay, pick a nice setting, preferably the park, over the lot of grass and green and trees around. They say, cool. So they do it the next day, send it to her. They don't hear from Jackie until the last semester of school. They don't hear from Isabella until the last semester of school. Jackie gets a phone call. She says, yeah, I'm sorry that I never got back to y'all. Jeffrey was in the hospital. He broke his leg during basketball season. So it's been very intense. Jackie says, oh my gosh, are y'all coming back to town for the summer? She says, I am, but Jeffrey's not because he has to stay at the school and rehab for his leg. She said, they say, all right, well, we'll link up back in town. Mario has a car now. Maybe we could drive out New York and go check on Jeffrey. Mario overhears this. He's not too excited, but he knows he can't go against his girlfriend. And plus, he still wants Jeffrey to do well, even though he's with Isabella. But he can't have too many feelings because he's with Jackie now. So they get back. They don't see Isabella. They call. She's not really answering. She answers right in the first week of the last month in the summer. She say, sorry, you guys. I was going through some home situations and I really had to decide whether I was going to go back to college and finish on my second to last year or not. They say, oh no, Jackie, you got to. No, Isabella. Jackie says, oh no, Isabella, you got to. Mario says, yeah, I wouldn't let anything stop you unless it's too serious. So yeah, it was pretty serious. It is still going on. But my father told me not to allow it to stop me from completing and chasing my dreams. Right? So she gets all this good advice. Jackie asks us, you still want to go and see and see Jeffrey out in New York? How's he doing? She says, yeah, that kind of was a part of it too, because I wanted to go and be there for him. And I wasn't able to get out there because of what I was going through at home. So they say, yeah, sure, we'll go out there and check on him. Plus, we know you need it because of what you've been going through. So they say we'll go there next week, actually, since we still got to come back home and everybody got prepared to go back out to school. So cool. They go. They go out there that Saturday. They get there the same day. They go check on Jeffrey. Jeffrey's coming out of the rehab hospital. He doesn't even know. He sees them. He almost gets up out the wheelchair of how excited he is. Boom. He's so excited to see them. He's so surprised. He's like, what are y'all doing out here? Oh my gosh. Look at you, Mario. You got big, man. He says, hey, Jackie, good to see you. I know this was all your idea. Hey, baby, you didn't tell me you was coming up here. No wonder you wasn't talking to me for the past few days. So he hugs Isabella, gives her a kiss on the cheek. He daps up Mario, gives Jackie a hug. Say, wow, guys. Said, well, I know a nice ice cream shop. right down the road. So, so they say, ha 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 ha. They all laugh. They say, "Ah, come on, let's go." So they walk to the ice cream shop. Mario, Rose, Jeffrey. Then Isabella, Rose, Jeffrey. Then Jackie, Rose, Jeffrey. By the time they get there, Mario's holding the door for everybody. He says, "Y'all already know. Ice cream on me." Jeffrey laughs. Isabella says, "No, it's okay. That's fine. I'll I'll pay." Mario says, "Nah, this for old time's sake. And you know what this reminiscence means. You gotta show us that beautiful art project that you forgot to send." She said, "Yes, it was a surprise, Mario, but thank you for thank you for busting the pinata open." So boom, they get there, everybody gets their ice cream. This Mario sees the ice cream that that Jeffrey orders. He says, "No wonder you wanted to come here. Red velvet with the cake cupcake cone." So they laugh. Mario tries a new ice cream, a mango vanilla ice cream. Isabella gets a a a, a, a Caribbean dedicated ice cream. Jackie gets regular chocolate with sprinkles. She doesn't get no cone, just in a cup. They chill. Say what y'all want to do now. Mario says, "Let's go to the library." Then after that, let's uh let's go to the social club. Isabella laughs. She said, "That's cool. Let's all pick out a book for each other. Let's all pick out a book for each other." So Jeffrey, he's an athlete, so he doesn't know too much about recreational reading, but he picks out the coolest book. Picks out the coolest book. He gives it to Mario. Isabella picks out a good book. She gives it to Jackie. Jackie gives a book to Isabella. And Mario picks out a non-fictional book about astronomy and gives it to Jeffrey. Says, "Bro, I think this will really help you, bro. I don't know. Because you broke your leg, so that might lead to you flying one day. Maybe you won't need your legs too much but the land." So he laughs. Mario gets home. He says, "Oh my gosh." He reads one page. He says, "Hey, Jackie." He calls her. She's in her dorm. He's in his dorm. He says, "Hey, Jackie, Mario just gave me this interesting story about a couple that lived in LA on a skyscape. It's so interesting because he's a filmmaker and his wife is an actor. And they playing a blockbuster film. And right when they got to the what's it called? The little jumps before the premiere, they find out that she's pregnant. The premiere does a pre-sale of $100 million, the biggest pre-sale to a movie in film history. So they take a helicopter ride, and her water breaks in the helicopter. They cruising, not too intense for a pregnant female, but it's still intense because they all the way in the air and her water breaks. So they have to take the helicopter and go to the hospital. They get to the hospital, the landing pad isn't open. But the captain radios in to the hospital and says, man, we gotta land because we got a lady in labor up here. So the hospital says all our landing pads are full, all our helipads are full, but we do have a space for situations like this for emergencies. Land on the roof, and we'll meet you up there with a team and bring y'all down to the emergency room. So boom, the helicopter starts experiencing a little difficulties. So the wife is scared. The husband is comforting her, just holding her, shielding her. They close their eyes. When they open them, the pilot safely landed them. The crew team is there. They all go to the edge. Then when the helicopter finally lands safely, they run over there, greet them, put her onto the bed, carry her down to the ER. Husband waits outside till he's able to come in. Once she's stabilized, hospital gown, mask, covering his hair, gloves. She's sedated. She looks, she said, hey, doc. Says, no, baby. Says, oh, wait, babe, that's you? Say, yeah. It says, baby, they gave me some news. Says, what? It says, our son's not going to be alone. Says, what you mean? Says, I'm having twins. And you always getting what you wanted. A daughter. Says, what? Opposite twins. I forget what they call that. Says, yeah, a boy and a girl. Says, wow. It says, baby, if you deliver this blessing to me, I promise to treat you like how you make me feel. The happiest man in the world. So Mario finishes the book. Once in a lifetime story. Because now Mario sees that he's with Jackie, but he would love to experience that same euphoria of happiness, but he might not be able to get it with Jackie because he's in love with Isabella. Jackie's starting to get focused. Mario's still not sure about his major, hasn't decided. It's third year. He's just doing general studies, but he's getting his credits before his last semester and the next two. In his last year, he has to pick his major so that he could get enough credits to graduate. So Jackie and him go to the dean's office. She helps him pick his major. He picks it, finishes out his last 3 semesters. Him and Jackie are in the twilight zone. On graduation, and they didn't go to Isabella's graduation. Jeffrey rehab took a little bit longer than later. He finally gets to play in the season with the school, but he's not the same. So he doesn't get the same attention. And he's also struggling in school. So they see the pictures of Isabella. Isabella calls them on their graduation note and tells them congratulations, proud of you all. Can't wait till you all get back in town. Got some interesting news for you all. They say, wow, really? You can't tell us now? Say no, we just we'll tell you when you get here. I think Jeffrey should be back by the time you all come. Mario says, wow, I already know what this is, but cool. Jackie knows how Mario feels still, because she genuinely cares about him. She said, I've been with you ever since the 7th grade, 8th grade. Your friend. Says, Mario, I want you to know that you're a special person, and I appreciate you for always being genuine and nice and caring towards me. And regardless of anything, I want nothing but the best for you and all of us. But if anything was to ever change, I would give you your space, but I would hope that you would know that you could return for us to still be friends. Mario says, honestly, Jackie, I never knew you felt this way about me. But I can't lie to you if I said I wouldn't be hurt if I got the news that we all was feeling. He says, I know. That's how good of a guy you are, Mario. Despite how much it hurts, despite how long you take, when it's important, you still express the right feelings and emotions at the right times. Says thank you. They get back home 2 weeks into the summer. Isabella calls Jackie. Says let's all meet up at the ice cream shop. So they meet up at the ice cream shop. They have fun. They notice something different about Isabella. Say, wow, Isabella, you been getting full? Says, definitely. I don't have no choice because I'm pregnant with twins. And this ring is because Jeffrey proposed to me and I said yes. Mario says, congratulations. Honestly, I ain't never told you all this, but I really love you all. As friends, as family, I'm happy for you all. I wish y'all nothing but the best. And if y'all need anything, I'll be there. Jackie says, yes, we'll be there. Jeffrey says, man, that means a lot coming from you, bro. I know that this might not have been something that you quite wanted to hear, but I feel like I got more mature about how you handled this situation. I feel like we owe ourselves to live life trying to make ourselves as happy as possible and not let anything stop us from being happy and us keeping the bond that we have. So they're all back in town now. Isabella's already been there for a year, but Jerry's been coming home back and forth. He got a job now. He still plays basketball, but he's starting to prepare for the baby. Mario has a job at the library. Jackie is working 3 jobs. She has her own business. She does hair. and she's a teacher. Isabella's a teacher. She's an art teacher. And she's also one of the top freelance artists in town. So they doing well. They get the call about 7 months later, but this time it's Jeffrey. It's an unknown number. He calls Jackie. Mario answers. Says, hello, who is this? Says, hey man, it's Jeffrey. I honestly can't quite believe that you all never had my number, especially you, Mario, since we've been friends this long, but we understand the parameters and the reasons why. But nevertheless, this is my number. Make sure both of you guys save it. Kind of in an intense spot situation. Isabella's bag just broke. We're actually on the way to the hospital right now. If you can. Got some good news for you too, Mario, and you too, and Jackie. We'd love for you all to come today or tonight or whenever you can after work, if you can. Mario says, Jackie, I'll ask her because, she's kind of busy right now, has a pretty packed schedule. But I'll definitely be there. So Jackie, she says she'll come the next day. So Mario goes up there that night after he gets off work and goes home and gets ready. So he goes to the hospital. He asks the right questions. How you feeling, bro? How's Isabella? How the baby's doing? So everything's going well. Isabella's pretty afraid. He says, wow, really? He says, yeah. But said, I got some good news. Only you can make it bad. He says, what's up, man? Tell me. He says, Isabella wants to name the boy Mario. He says, what? He says, ho, Jeffrey, I know you got the ego basketball jock player. He says, how do you feel about that, Jeff? She says, honestly, he's going to have my middle name, but I kind of told her that I would like for the name of our baby to be from someone that has always been a great influence and impact in our lives. And I remember this one time that Isabella had told me this story about how you saw her at the bus after we had came off of like our first little going out. For me, it was a date, but for Isabella, it was just her having some fun with a friend. She said she saw you and y'all talked about a book, and you gave it to her once you finished after the summer on your first day of school at high school. And based off of that, kind of feel like we wouldn't have been at this point if you didn't always do considerate things like that. Because technically, it means you was there for me too when I was going through my home situation. And I felt like all I had was Isabella. But I realized I wouldn't have had her if you didn't give me the opportunity. He said, thank you, man. Mario says, honestly, bro, I think that was one of the best long-term decisions I ever made in my life, bro. Because I see how happy that you are, how happy Isabella is, how it affected me and Jackie. And honestly, I'm glad things turned out this way. It says, if you're okay with it, Jeffrey, that's cool with me. I even return you the favor and do you one. I'll surprise you later on. It says, you're good, Mario. So now I got you, man. Bet. So they say, okay, cool. So then he has more good news. He says, and Mario, I want you, I want you, and I want you and Isabella, you and Jackie to be the godparents. Really like an uncle and aunt, but like the godparents for the twins. I got some more crazy news, bro. One's a boy, one's a girl. And we want to give the girl's middle name to be named after Jackie. And her nickname be just like hers. But her real name is going to be the nickname. And Jackie, Jackie's real name is Jacqueline. The baby's nickname is going to be Jackie's real name. So the baby's actual name is going to be Jackie for a middle name. But when they talk to her and for a nickname, they're going to call her Jacqueline. Says honestly, I gotta go to the bathroom. Jeffrey, hold on. Mario goes to the bathroom crying. He calls Jackie. Checks on her. She's at work. Like, how you? It's like, I'm doing well. You at the hospital? Says, yeah. How's it going? How's Isabella? How's Jeffrey? Says, so far everything's great. We have a lot to talk about. Says, yeah, sure. Can I give you a call back once I get out of work? Mario says, yes, don't forget about me. Jackie says, I think about you all the time. Mario says, I love you. Jackie says, ditto. The babies come. Jackie and Mario. Mario's just waiting. He never went inside during the labor. He let Jeffrey have that moment. Jeffrey said, man, you still looking out for me, man. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. He said, nah, man. This time I ain't gonna lie, I'm kinda just doing it for me. You know, I'll be here with the good energy, make sure it spreads out through the rest of the hospital as y'all started off inside of the labor room. Jackie should be here by the time we all wake up. Says, all right, man, I don't think I could go to sleep once the babies get here, cause I gotta let Isabella rest, and I'm just got so much energy, so I'm gonna come and check on both of y'all. Jerry walks through the hospital. He double takes where Mario is in the waiting room. Make sure Mario's good. He comes by Mario. He's reading a book. He goes around the hospital, comes back about 15, 20 minutes later. Mario's asleep. He gives Mario a hug. Mario don't know. Goes back to the baby Isabella. Kisses her. Sits there till the morning. He comes out to get some coffee. He falls asleep for about 30 minutes, wakes up, gets there, goes to get some coffee. But for some reason, he walked through the front of the hospital first. He sees Jackie. He says, oh, hey, familiar face. Say, what's up, Dad? Say, hey, nothing much. Mario, I just seen him. He's still asleep. But it's good to see you. Like, so much greatness just from being able to be around you two. And what's crazy is I wouldn't have never even met you if it wasn't for Mario. For whatever reason Mario had in his head when he was about to shoot his shot at Isabella to have you come along. She says, yeah, it's just a blessing and a fortunate coincidence. So they talk, catch up on things. By the time they go get the coffee, they get coffee for everybody except Isabella. And she can only have water right now. When they get to Mario to give him his coffee, she wakes up. Jackie's in front of him. Said, well, hey, baby. Gets up, gives her a hug. She holds him for an extra 30 seconds. Tells him, I just missed you so much. I can't believe I wasn't here last night. Just to release him, says, hey, Mario, your light might brighten up. Take a look. It's, it's Jeffrey holding MJ and Jacqueline. Mario passes out. She said, whoa. Jackie stares there. She gives Jeffrey the thumbs up. Because Jackie has some great news, but she wasn't ready to tell him yet. She already told Jeffrey. Jeffrey's still waiting for the perfect time to tell Isabella, or he might let Jackie do it. But it's so much positive overwhelm that Mario cannot handle this news that Jackie has for him right now. So they wait till Mario wakes up. Isabella wakes up. Isabella can now hold the kids. They get out the infirmary. Jeffrey comes with Jackie and Mario with MJ and Jacqueline to the mom. Says, hey baby, look at your blessings. She says, oh my gosh, and she cries. First she looks in Jacqueline's eyes. Well, she's asleep, but she looks still right there to her eyes and drops a tear on her face. Then she looks at MJ. He's the oldest. And she looks at him and she says, I love you, little Jeffrey, little Mario. And they both, Mario, Jeffrey, and Jackie, said, we love you all too. So when the doctor comes and gives all the great news, tells them about the next steps they got to do, even give them some greater news, say they could go home after one more day, make sure the babies are okay. They have the room to themselves. They sit there and just laugh and joke and put a lot of peace and positivity around the babies in their first moments with all of them together. And Jackie says, Jeffrey, do you want to do the honors or should I? Isabella and Mario like, what's going on? What are you talking about? They say, well, Jackie has one plus another one. They like, what are you talking about? Says kind of like this same moment of what you're holding in your arms, baby. Says Isabella goes to Mario and says, Mario, I think you're about to be a father. Mario says, hold on. I think I need to step away and go to the bathroom. Mario goes to the bathroom. In an intense cry. No one to really call. Jeffrey walks in there with something in his and pulls something out of his pocket. Say, Mario, I already know what you're thinking. Huh. This is my present to you for everything you done for me. Says, I love you, man. Gives him a hug. Says, you want me to wait for you? Mario says, nah, I'll be out in just a second, man. You go take care of everything. Jeffrey says, wow. Alright, see you soon. Mario types a poem in his notes on his phone. He doesn't even look at what it is because he already knows. But he said whatever it is, he knows what to do with it. He comes back inside of the delivery room. He gives Jackie the box. Says, hold on before you open it. Say, Isabella, can I hold the babies? She says, yes, of course you can hold your kids. Jeffrey says, sorry, sorry to break the ice too soon. Mario has both babies in his hands, his niece and nephew, his god kids. He gets down on one knee. He says, Jackie, my love, before you open this box, I hope that you look at this image of you right in front of you as a reflection of one day what I hope to bring to you for what you've done for me, and to never treat you any under of all the moments that we've got to share throughout our lives, of all of us together. It says, but before these blessings come, I have to start off things right as they've been going. Holy matrimony. she opens up the she opens up the she opens up the box. She pushes on her finger. She says, what else do I need to tell you? Mario says, do you love us? She gives him a kiss. Mario sits on the edge of the bed. Jeffrey sits on the other side. Jackie stands at the bottom of Isabella's feet. Mario passes MJ to Jeffrey, and they all sit there. And they sing a song that they made about ice cream when they used to meet at the ice cream shop. And they say, we got to take our kids all together to the ice cream shop. So don't take MJ and Jacqueline to the ice cream shop until we all could go. But we'll take them as babies when everybody's here. And we'll go on our own until everybody's all together. So Isabella and Jackie stay with the babies. Mario and Jeffrey, they leave to go get food. So Isabella and Jackie, they start talking about like, how is the wedding gonna be? Crazy thing is, Isabella and Jeffrey still didn't get married yet. They do it together and they all go on a honeymoon together. Like, yeah, happily ever after. All the kids grow up. It's no family. They never had any issues. And they always got more than enough love and care from their parents. And they all remain friends. Best to y'all.